Okay, guys, so I forgot to record the end of the notes of the first page or the first set of notes. You can go back and copy those notes if you want to, but I don't have a blank copy and I wanted to get this out as quick as possible. So what I did was just referred back to your practice. So the questions that I'm going to share with you are from your practice so you can see those. But again, it's just on how you write equations. So I'm going to show you that right now. So here's writing equations. The first thing that you want to do, if you want to do linear, we're going to do y equals mx plus b. And we need our slope. And we need our y-intercept. So right here is your y-intercept at 0. Okay, so your y-intercept is at 0. And then you have this other point, and this other point helps you to do your rise over run. Okay, so your rise over run. We did a rise of, count the boxes, 3 and a run of 5. And this is a positive graph, so it's going to be a positive slope. So your final equation is y equals 3/5 x plus 0. So your slope and your y-intercept, or you can just rewrite it as 3/5 x. Okay, so that's your linear. We'll do it again on this one. Right here, number 30. So this is your y-intercept. And then you do your slope by rise over run. So y equals your slope x plus b. Your slope, your rise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3. Your rise over run is 6 over 3, or 2. And this is a negative graph, so your slope should be negative. So y equals, our slope was 2, it should be negative, and our y-intercept was 0. I guess it would help if I would record this. No, I think I am. Okay, good gracious, this struggle bus, y'all, I'm sorry. So let's go back. Y equals negative 2x. All right, next one. This is a vertical line. We had trouble with this yesterday. All you do is look at what axis it goes through. Remember, this is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. This line cuts through this x-axis. So we're going to write x equals. It cuts through at 1, 2, 3, negative 4. So that's your equation. If it were a horizontal line, then you would cut through the y-axis at whatever number it is. So those are all your linear. We're going to move to your absolute value now. So here's an absolute value graph. And you work it kind of just like linear, but our general equation is y equals m times the absolute value of x plus 0 plus 0. Oh, sorry, I wrote that in the wrong place. This should go up here. Okay, so that should go up there. So y equals absolute value of x plus 0 plus 0. Your vertex is at 0, 0. Your m is your slope, which is your rise over run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, run 2. But this is a negative graph because it's upside down. So your slope is rise over run. Simplify that to 2, but it should be negative because the graph is pointed down. So your equation is y equals negative 2, absolute value of x plus 0 plus 0. Or we can simplify it to just be negative 2, absolute value of x. Okay. One more absolute value on the bottom. Again, we're going to do y equals m, absolute value of x plus 0 plus 0. And again, because the vertex is at 0, 0 is why we're using these two zeros. So then we just need to find our slope, and we're going to do our rise over run. Our rise is 2. Our run is 6. Our rise is 2, our run is 6, but that reduces to 1/3, and this is a positive graph, so 1/3 is your slope. And we get y equals 1/3 absolute value of x plus 0 plus 0, which when we simplify is 1/3 absolute value of x. So those are very simple to do. Okay, your quadratics are a little bit harder and your exponentials are a little bit harder. So I'm actually going to go to this exponential right here while we're looking at it. Our exponential is y equals ab to the x. This coordinate is our a, which is 1. This coordinate, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, are our variables x and y. So don't look at that absolute value equation, just look at this. So our y coordinate is 5 from up here. This is our y. Our a is 1, that's our y-intercept. We don't know what b is, but we know that our x is 1. So the equation that we're trying to solve is 5 equals b to the 1. What to the 1 is going to give you 5? 5 to the 1 will give you 5. So your equation is going to be y equals 1 times 5 to the x, or just 5 to the x. You can do these on calculator. Remember, I showed you how to do that. If you are watching this late or whatever, those are on your other set of notes. All right, we're going to move up to the top where we have this. Again, this is our y-intercept. And this is our other point 2, 4, which we'll use for x and y. So remember, we're plugging into y equals a times b to the x. Our y coordinate is 4. Our a is 1. We're looking for b. Our x is 2. So what we're trying to solve for is what to the second power gives us 4? 2 to the second power gives us 4. So our equation is y equals 2 to the x. Okay, your quadratics actually are a little bit longer. So that's why I waited till last to do those. So we're going to check those out. Our equation for that is y equals a times x plus 0 squared plus 0. We're going to plug in for y and x, and we're going to solve for a. So we know the 0, 0 because the vertex is 0, 0. Eventually we'll put in something different. But then our x and y come from this other point, which is 3, 2. So then we're going to plug it into this equation. Our y coordinate is 2. We are trying to solve for a. Our x is 3, and then we have a plus 0 squared plus 0. Simplify it. 3 plus 0 is 3. Squared is 9 times a is 9a. This 0 doesn't matter because adding 0 does nothing. We're going to divide by 9, and we get a equals 2/9. That means that our equation is y equals 2/9 x squared. And why it's x squared and nothing else is because these zeros don't matter. So 2/9 x squared, because the zeros don't matter. And then one more, same thing. Your x coordinate and y coordinate, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, -2 are your x and your y. So y is -2. A times x is -4 plus 0 squared plus 0. And then we're going to solve it. -4 plus 0 is 0. Squared is 16. So we get -2 equals 16a. This 0 doesn't matter. Divide by 16. And we get a equals simplified 1/8. So your equation is y equals -1/8 x squared. I hope that helps you guys. Again, adding a new vertex is on the other one, the 1.2 that we did today. So I hope it helps. Have a good